Hi, this is Daily Tarot. Tarot, it is daily so far. Tarot combos. And we're going to draw two cards and look at how those energies interact with each other. And thank you for being here. It is Tuesday. 10 of Cups. Oh my gosh, I don't know if I've seen this card in this deck. It's beautiful. It's like it's like a fish couple with human torsos. And the Queen of Swords. I've definitely seen this one before. Queen of Swords, challenged by the Queen of Swords. So the 10 of Cups, challenged by the Queen of Swords. So the 10 of Cups feels like this energy of like it's like the heart's desires, like the ultimate heart's desire. So it could be for like what our ultimate happiness is, what our ultimate sense of joy, emotional freedom, bliss, and like that fulfillment that comes with all the things like that, like and really contentment too. Like it's like the ultimate of all those beautiful heart-centered things that we desire. And challenged by the Queen of Swords, which is sometimes she's a little bit of a skeptic. I don't know why that word's coming to me this time, but there's something about, do you feel like it's almost like, is there this too good to be true feeling for something for you right now? And so you're really trying to discern, is this as good as it says it is, or I think it is? Or is it going to be as good as I hoped it could be? There's almost like this skeptic energy, or this holding back some sense of like, I'm not all in on this because I don't maybe want to get hurt. And so it could be a relationship. It might be a relationship. Actually, I'm feeling that for sure. Okay, it came in with all the chills. It feels like a relationship for some of you, where you have such this hope for what it could be, and then the Queen of Swords comes in and says, "But I need to discern your intentions, like the other person's intentions with the relationship. Like, are you all in? I'm not going to be all in until you're all in, because I've been burned in the past and I don't want to do that again." So where does that feel true for you? Maybe even in a past relationship that you're still meant to look at and learn something from, or even a current relationship. This is, it's like just asking us the question, where do we feel like, why aren't we all in? What's the risk? Okay, so what is the risk? It's almost like she's trying to see so far out into the future to predict how something's gonna go, because I don't want to be let down again, or I don't want to be hurt again, or like there's this like, I gotta know how things are gonna play out before I invest myself fully. So where do you feel that energy in your life? Because once we throw off expectation and that holding back energy, then we can be all in on anything in our life, and it can actually achieve the fullest expression of what it could be, as long as we're not holding back. So where do you feel like in anything, not even just a relationship, but where do you feel like you're holding back and it doesn't feel right to hold back? You wish you could be all in. Because that's something to look at, is like, well, wait, what's the risk here? What's the fear? There's usually an underlying fear of like, why aren't I all in? And it might have been a time in your life where you went all in and it didn't work out how you wanted, and you're like, nope, 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 not going to do that again. Even if it wasn't a conscious thought, it still stays with us, doesn't it? Like that. Okay, so this is, I have a lot of this in my life. In my history, it's pretty much all this. Like I've said before, like one foot on the gas, one foot on the brake. Like, and especially with relationships, I'm like, I'm not going to fully invest until I feel like you're fully invested. And even then, I'm still like, this is too good to be true. Like, something's not right here. but I hadn't looked at my own stuff yet. Still working on it. That whole, like, you know, investing in something I deeply love or care about and want it to be the fullest expression of what it could be. Like, I want it to reach its potential. And yet in the past, I've just had this holding back energy of like, everything's, and it didn't feel scary. It just felt like maybe vulnerable is the right word. Where do you feel like you're being called to just into more vulnerability in your life? Just say like, yeah, things are always risky and they're always scary and I can't predict the future. I don't know how anything's going to go. And yet I want this. I want all the fishes. So, okay, I'm all in, baby, on whatever it is for you. What if you took that leap? What if you expressed a little more vulnerability and then moved through that like expression of it in a safe space with safe people or whatever feels good to you, and then say like, oh my God, okay, everything's still good. Let's go even further with that. So it might be like a progression of baby steps. Like, what is one place in your life where you could safely express a little vulnerability and then just kind of sit back and be like, oh, the world didn't implode around me? Could it be like expressing an unpopular opinion in a very vulnerable way, not a like heated way, but like, or like asking for something that you really want from somebody. Like you want them to like, you have a question for somebody like, can you do this for me? Can you be this for me? Can you help me with this? Like sometimes I feel like asking for help is like the most vulnerable thing sometimes, because it's like, but I'm independent. I can do it myself. And then it's like, but is that always the way we want to go? Because she's very independent. So that kind of gets in her way sometimes of like, I know I can do this. I have a very sharp mind. I know what I want to achieve. I know how it should look. And then that kind of, it's like, oh, well, then there's no room for possibility or surprise or exploration, you know? It's like, where can we be a little more curious and a little more vulnerable that might pave the way for this to achieve a potential that we didn't even realize we were stifling? Oh, I've got all the chills on this one. I need to go write a book of my own chaos in life that stemmed around one foot on the gas, one foot on the brake, one foot out the door. And I know I've talked about this before so many times because I always quote the movie High Fidelity. And that is death by tiny, tiny increments, isn't it? When you've always got one foot out the door, that's the quote. That's death by tiny, tiny increments. Something like that. But it is. It's like we don't even know we're causing the death of something by like not being all in on it. Like, okay, I know I could get hurt. I'm all in. Bye.